Yo, what's happening everybody? Today we're going to be looking at a plugin called Captain Plugin 5. In a previous video, I made a tutorial on how to use Melody Source and gave my views on that. And it was amazing. It's a brilliant tool, really affordable, and everyone can use it dead easy. This has some similar features to that in the fact that it can make melodies, and it can help you can come up with melodies. It can create some for you, the same as Melody Source, but it's got a few added extras. It's also got some additional tools in there for chords, drums, and bass. We're going to be looking today at chords and melodies and why I think this is a must-have plugin if you're making beats or even just making your own music. I'm going to be doing that today on this. The Akai Professional LPK25. This arrived today. It's a tiny keyboard, as you can see. If you're struggling for space working from home, this thing, actually I've used it already today, has been great. I've got to admit straight off, it's awesome. It's no different from any other MIDI keyboard. It's touch sensitive, pressure sensitive, works perfectly fine, but we'll talk about that another time. Let's get into this video. Excuse the vocal audio. For some reason my screen recorder will not work using my interface, so I'm having to use the computer's built-in mic to do this, but the rest should sound pretty good. Today I want to talk you through a plugin that I've been using over the last week. I did a video about a plugin called Melody Source about a week ago, and I absolutely love it, and I think it's definitely something people should go and invest in if you don't have that sort of musical knowledge to create your own melodies. However, if you want to go a little bit more advanced than that, I still would use it all the time. But if you want to just go a tad more advanced, you might just want to go out and get yourself a plugin by Mixed In Keys called Captain Plugins. There's 5 plugins in total. You get Captain Beat, you get Captain Chords, Captain Deep, which is bass, and 808s. You get Captain Melody and Captain Play, although those two are pretty much the same thing. Today I'm just going to show you how I build a beat using this particular plugin. Now this could be a slightly longer video than normal, so stay strapped in, pause it. I'll put some stamp points in at the bottom so you know where things are, but we're going to start off with chords. I just want to show you this quickly. So we're going to go in, we're going to create. First thing you're going to do, because this gets messy out, is just going to name it chords, and then we're going to click on Captain Chords. The great thing about Captain Chords is it comes with a huge bank of its own sounds, and it says here we're going to write music in the key of, and then you can select A, B, or whatever. You can select all of these different scales, or something I've enjoyed doing recently is just hitting the randomize button and it will just pick any old thing. So it's gone for an A flat Dorian scale. So we press play now on here, and if you want to add a chord, you click add. And what's cool is you can see these white keys. It's pretty cool. And you can build your chords up in that way. You can click add, or you can click down here and simply just click on one of these. That could work. Like that. Now if you don't know what chords go together, you can't really go too wrong up here, or you could click on progressions and then go through any one of these progressions and select them, but I kind of like what we've got going on there. So next thing I want to do is look at how this is played, so we can go strum, and then what that's going to do is going to move these along a little bit so it's a bit more of a natural sound when it's being played. See how they've just slightly shifted? So the keys aren't being hit on perfect time. You can then go into rhythm change, so we can go on the chord or we can go on every beat. Every measure. I find that these are quite cool if you're making like upbeat dance music and things. But I'm just going to go on the measure. Next thing I want to do is we want to pick an actual sound. There's loads. There's literally loads to choose from. Let's try that. I want to make something slightly faster, so I'm just going to just up the tempo. Okay, so once you've got your chords that you're happy with, we're now going to drag this into here. So we're just going to click on note. For some reason it does that occasionally. And then we're going to... And there you go. And then you go into your next one. So we'll have 2 of those. Okay, so next thing you're going to want to do, I'm going to try and fly through this as quick as I can. The next bit you're going to do is go down to here, go mixed in key, and you could go onto captain melody. It's exactly the same, but the first thing you're going to notice is you're going to get this thing come up at the bottom that says connect to captain chords to see your melody context with the chords progression. So in other words, your chords will now transfer into here, so we know what key everything's in, and you click connect. Now you can see that the key is the same, we've got all the same options, but we now have this thing called an idea tab. You click the idea tab and you click the button here, and then when you play it, it's just going to play some notes that it's come up with. Don't like that, yeah, and then you have to roll the dice. Okay, and then you keep going. Change the step. Change the rhythm, and go to triplets. Change the number of notes. And then maybe do the same here. Drop the number of notes. Okay, let's say that you like that. All you do then is, when you're happy with it, you can then start playing around with things like your sounds. So we're going to go in here, we're going to go synth. Let's try that. pretty cool. Let's go with that. Let's just drag that up into here. Click no, and then drag the alt button so that we've now got two parts. Now what we're going to do is we're going to open up another captive melody, and I want to show you something different. We're going to create a counter melody, something really simple. We're going to click connect. But this time we're going to go up here. You've got pre-chorus, chorus, drop. We're going to click on play, and we're going to click on MIDI keyboard, or you could use your keyboard. But what's very clever about this now is it has made every white key on your keyboard in key with the tune. So everything you play now is going to be in key with the song. So it's just a case of picking out the right patterns now and making sure we get the right sounds. So let's find something. Oh, I like that. That's a bit different to what we've already got. So let's just play, and then you'll see down here as I'm playing, it's constantly recording. I don't have to hit the record button, so I can just keep playing until I come up with something I like. Okay. Okay, let's just say we want to go with that. We drag that up here again. And then you've got your 8-bar. You can go in here. It does a pretty good job of quantizing it as you're playing it, so it looks okay. Now you can use bass. I'm going to show it you very quickly, but I'm not going to use it. I've got my own way of doing bass that I like to do, but we can do this. We just click create. I've already showed you in a previous video how to make bass lines or 808s, but this is just another way of doing it. So again, it works in exactly the same manner. You click it, you click connect, then it creates something. It's gone on every offbeat. Okay, let's just say we want to go with that. Same again, same process. We just drag. We drag that up there. It is important to note that another thing that you can do in here is you can actually take all of this and actually punch it up, but we can also do it by just clicking in here. So you can, even though you've done your MIDI inside of Captain plugins, you can still go in here and you can still go down to can still do it from within there. Just exaggerating the levels at the moment just so you can hear it. And then your last part, well, not your last part, but the next part would be going in here and going again and go to Captain Beat. So you could theoretically make an entire beat just using nothing other than this Captain plugin. We're just going to go beat. No, same again, same kind of interface. This one is just very slightly different. So you go. So now we can go in here and we can try and find something that we're going to like. We go trap. You can import more banks into here. Let's go Skinny Bop. What's that? Okay, so I'm just messing around here at the moment. And then let's say you're happy with that particular beat and that's what you want to go with. You click export. You can either export the master audio, so that's just going to be like a waveform, or you can move the MIDI up. And we're going to move the MIDI up. So, and that's what we're going to go with. We're going to close this now, and then we're just going to play all that back. So then the only other things I would do to this now is I'd create a layout for the entire thing. Create a layout for the whole beat. And once I've done that, that's when I'm going to start adding things. So that's when I might start to add things like things that I like to use from other, maybe some samples. Maybe I'll go in here and I'll use something like arcade. Go in here, click create. Now we just need to make sure we remember what the chords were. So we've got the chords, we check it over here, it was A flat. Okay, so we open up arcade. And then we make sure that we go into arcade here, and then when we're in the key section, we're going to find A flat. Yeah, we're going to go A flat. Now what we're going to do here is we're probably just going to, maybe we'll find a vocal. Sometimes I like to add like a little vocal hook or something in. So let's find something that I haven't used.
I see all of the you I see only one. Let me go. Ooh, ooh, ooh. La 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 la. Ooh, ooh, yeah. Oh no no. You. Ooh, la 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 la. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Let me go, only one.
Oops, press something I didn't mean to press.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. Let me go, only one, yeah. La la la. Ooh, yeah. Oh no, ooh, yeah. You, oh no, no, oh yeah, yeah. La 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 la, ooh, la 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 la.
I didn't like that last bit, but what we just do now is just go in here. Quantize. And then I would simply lay out the track and add any other little sound effects that I want to do. So I'm going to pause the video now, I'm going to do that, I'm going to come back to it and I'll show you the finished result. I've just done this pretty quick just so we can get this video done. I just kind of wanted to show you the basics of how the Captain plugin worked. As you can see, I haven't done really much else to this track. All I've done is I've added this relay, which is a mixing thing that goes with Neutron 3, which is an isotope product, and then I've added some mastering. I'm just going to turn all that off just for now. It's going to be really quiet when you hear it because I've added some limiters, even though you can see some of these faders like pushed all the way up to the top. The limiters are holding them back quite a bit. But yeah, it's all done to taste. I've added no other stuff on there. The only thing I did do was a tiny little bit of EQ just on the 808, just because it wasn't coming through enough. But just have a little listen now. I've put it in order. I'm only going to play you a bit of the song just so you can see, you know, how it's been structured. That's without Neutron, ozone rather. And that's it, guys. I wouldn't normally make a beat using only Captain plugins. I just wanted to show you that it was possible. So if you can only afford to go out and get one plugin, and that's the plugin you're going to get, then you can absolutely start making beats using that plugin. I would have used a number of different things to make a beat myself in the style that I like to make them. This beat is actually pretty much nothing like anything I normally make. But yeah, if you like it, give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. And I'll be back again for another one very soon. This video in particular was done for Mike, who asked me about melodies and about how we create a structure of a song. So that one's for him. If you've got any questions, drop them in the comments and I'll catch you again soon.